Now all the tax collectors and sinners drew near to him to hear him. But the Pharisees and scribes murmured, saying, This man receives sinners and eats with them. So he told them this parable, saying, What man among you having 100 sheep and losing one of them does not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one that is lost until he finds it? And when he has found it, he places it on his shoulders, rejoicing. Then when he comes home, he calls together his friends and neighbors, saying to them, Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost. Likewise I tell you, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents, than over 99 righteous men who need no repentance. Or what woman, having 10 silver coins and losing one, does not light a candle and sweep the house, and search diligently until she finds it? And when she has found it, she calls together her friends and neighbors, saying, Rejoice with me, for I have found the coin which I had lost. Likewise I tell you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. Then he said, A man had 2 sons. The younger of them said to his father, Father, give me my share of the property that falls to me. So he divided his estate between them. Not many days later, the younger son gathered everything together and journeyed to a distant country, and there squandered his possessions in prodigal living. When he had spent everything, there came a severe famine in that country, and he began to be in want. So he went and hired himself to a citizen of that country, who sent him into his fields to feed swine. He would gladly have filled his stomach with the husks that the swine were eating, but no one gave him any. When he came to himself, he said, How many of my father's hired servants have an abundance of bread, and here I am perishing with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. So he arose and came to his father. But while he was yet far away, his father saw him and was moved with compassion, and ran and embraced his neck and kissed him. The son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But his father said to his servants, Bring out the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet. Bring here the fattened calf and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. For this son of mine was dead, and is alive again. He was lost and is found. So they began to be merry. Now his older son was in the field. As he came and drew near the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants and asked him what this meant. He said to him, Your brother has come, and your father has killed the fattened calf, because he has received him safe and sound. He was angry and would not go in. Therefore his father came out and entreated him. But he answered his father, Look, these many years have I served you, nor have I ever transgressed your commands, yet never have you given me a goat so that I might be merry with my friends. But when this son of yours came, who has devoured your living with harlots, you killed the fattened calf for him. He said to him, Son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. But it was fitting to be merry and be glad, for this brother of yours was dead, and is alive again. He was lost and is found.